appreciate you being on. Thank you for being here live too. Obviously a great college basketball game. Seems like every game in our league is like this. It's an unbelievable environment. Coach Woodson's done a great job with Indiana, and the respect for the program and for the fans is off the charts. Just happy, happy for our guys. It's been a brutal stretch for us. I mean, I don't know if I've ever played a stretch like this, and now you're here on senior night in a real tough place to play. And out-rebounded them. Came in and made plays when we had to. Cliff, huge free throws. Andre Hyatt, some huge free throws. Ron, obviously. Gio, huge plays. Paul, all the guys that subbed in. So it was a great team win. But I really got my assistants, great job preparing. Brandon Knight, awesome. TJ Thompson with the scout, awesome. Carl Hobbs, really, I got really good assistants, and I'm blessed that way.
They're saying they can't hear.
You can't hear me, okay.
I recorded the audio, we'll send it over.
Thank you.
Exactly, we got it.
Should have it here. Can you guys hear us? Yes? Okay. Go ahead, Brian.
Can you take me through the last 41 seconds or so where Cliff hits his free throws and there's that huge kerfuffle by your bench, and then they score the three, then Ron hits the three? It must have been just a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a lot going on. Obviously, big, intense basketball game, like every game in this league. Made some plays. Got to remember, to stay poised, especially on the road. And, Cliff with the big free throws. Then back and forth, we get some big stops. We didn't corral a couple rebounds, so it kind of gave them some opportunities there. But made the big stops when we had to, made the big plays. Proud of our guys.
Bobby Darren?
Steve, can you just talk about the incident with Paul there at the end, what you saw from your vantage point?
I was talking to the referee. It's just that time of the game, a lot of emotion, so just happened. I'll have to see it on film and stuff. It was directly, down the bench from me, so I didn't get a great vantage point of it, but, they said can't act that way, but Paul's been great. He's been great all year, and he knows. But we stepped up in light of that and made some plays down the stretch, and that's what good teammates do. And Paul's been a great teammate his whole career. Great.
Bruce Beck?
Steve, what about the way Harper just accepts the big moment, thrives in the big moment, and came through for you again? Can you give us your thoughts on that?
I mean, just has gotten better his whole career and wants to take those shots, and felt really comfortable too. I had a timeout I could have used, but I felt good. He liked the matchup too, and and then he gets the big tip too at the end. So not just the offensive part of it, defensive part of it was huge too. But he's made a lot of great plays for us in his career. We have senior night coming up. I'm certainly going to be crying for all these guys. Caleb McConnell was great too, with some big steals as usual. I mean, he's considered one of the best defenders in the country. Gio made huge plays for us too. How about Andre Hyatt with the free throws? Cliff, a double-double. It takes everyone, and this team is connected. And like I said, tough stretch of games. We've had a tough stretch. To get through this and to be on the road here with a big win is great for our guys. They've earned it.
Chris Eisman?
Steve, what's stood out about the way that Cliff has just kind of gotten better and better over the course of the year? Is now stepping up in these huge games and huge spots on the road in tough environments. What kind of change that?
Cliff's a worker, and he just continues to get better. And obviously, he's got to play. The list of big guys in our league is like no other league in the country. I mean, you got Trace Jackson Davis tonight and Race Thompson. I mean, you got Travion Williams. You got Hunter Dickinson. I mean, the list just goes on and on. He's had to guard them all. He had a huge block too. His defense has gotten better. He stayed out of foul trouble. We mixed some things up. I think I kind of helped him a little bit and made a couple game adjustments, to help him a little bit. But he's been great. And I mean, a double-double in this environment is as good as you can do.
Aaron Brightman?
Hey, Coach. Third year in a row, you win your last road game of the regular season with NCAA tournament contention. What is it about the toughness of this team to be able to respond in those types of situations time after time?
I mean, it's just the guys. I mean, it's just a great group. And Gio, even at the end too, Gio wanted to take that last shot too. And I love the fact that he gave it to Ron, and Ron wanted it. But it's the stops, it's defense. I didn't love our defense in the first half, but we really grinded it out, in the second half. And we were real connected. These guys in every huddle, I knew they were connected. And, they've been able to go into some tough environments, and this is as tough as any, and win games on senior night. It's not an easy thing to do. So, just proud of them. But, we still got a lot of basketball left, and still a lot of opportunities down the road here, and we got to get focused on those coming up.
Go ahead, Brian.
You mentioned senior day before. I can't imagine a more perfect way for the season to end. These guys' career to end, backs against the wall. I imagine a great environment. Just what are you anticipating for Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, we need our fans to come out great. I mean, celebrate, Caleb McConnell, Ron, Gio. Luke Nathan's been as good of a guy in our program as you can get. Ralph has been an unbelievable addition. Just to celebrate those guys. And they came when, people weren't coming to Rutgers. They took on that challenge, and, you're playing in the toughest league in the country with as good of coaches and as good of players as there are night in and night out. You see these games, you see these scores. These guys have, raised our program. And they've done it, and they've all on the dean's list. They've graduated or are graduating. They're in grad school. They're from great families. They're great representatives of Rutgers. So hopefully, and our fans have been great. They come out and they're going to be loud and proud, and like they've been, all year long, and continue to make, Jersey Mike's a tough place to play. So, and send these guys off the right way.
Bruce Beck.
Steve, with what was on the line and being on the road, how would you describe the quality of this win tonight?
Any win in our league, everyone, Bruce, this league is, I know I say that, but I mean, any team, that tournament, when we head down to it, any team can win. I mean, there's talent everywhere, and there's good coaching everywhere. So to go on the road and win a game, and now this is our fourth road win, fourth road win in the league. It's a tough league to win on the road, and this environment was as good as there has been since I've been in the league on the road. So, says a lot about these guys, because you got to go on the road and you got to fight everybody. And, we were able to do that and come away. And again, against the team I have a ton of respect for. I kept watching how well they're playing. And Johnson is a really good player, and he gets going downhill. And, they got really good shooters around, two post-up guys that can really play. So I knew this was going to be a real tough game. And, it was 40 minutes. You got to play till the end, last 2 seconds. You got to play every second in this league, every minute, every second.
Aaron Brightman, couple more for Coach.
Coach, the switch to the zone defense really changed things up, got you back into the game. Was that something you were planning going into the game, or was it just an in-game adjustment you felt like could help?
Game adjustment. You make adjustments as the game's flying by, and it kind of helped us in some areas too. It slowed the game down too, which I didn't like. But there's give and take with everything that you do, and we're fortunate. But our defense was better. At the end, we stopped them. We were man to man, and we played great defense down the stretch, and that was the most important thing.
Anybody else? Brian? Anybody?
Well, I guess like the probably an underrated shot was Jim Baker's shot at the end of the first half, right before the buzzer. Obviously, you guys needed that, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, every shot in the games like this, every point, every free throw is huge. I mean, Gio gave us some momentum going in to halftime. He's hit big shots for us his whole career. He made some big drives for us. I mean, he was locked in today too. I saw it in his eyes. He had a little swagger about him, and we need that, and that's what he came back for. And we need to send him off the right way on senior night.
Thanks, guys. That'll do it for
Guys,
Coach.
I appreciate you guys being on. All right, you guys have a great day.